Hello and welcome to today's edition of Route 664, the Road to Human Kindness. And this is the way to solve the world's problems. We want to get the world to be a kinder place. And being kinder means that you're willing to help others, that you're willing to do what's necessary to make the world a better place. And that's very easy when you use Route 664. 664 is a section of the tax code that allows you to do something phenomenal. It allows you to reduce your taxes, to increase your income, and it allows you to do something good for the community when you pass. That was the bargain that Congress gave us in 1969 when they passed Section 664 and others like it in the tax code. They wanted to build the charitable sector and make it more viable. That way it would take the burden off of government. So our mission here at Endow America, and we're using Route 664 as the vehicle, is to solve the problems of the country the way that is most effective and financially and economically sound so that the people benefit, the community benefits, and everybody has a better life. We believe that it's 664, not war. I think the world would be at peace if everybody was kind, and being kind is something that you can do very easily and painlessly and help yourself tremendously. When you can build your own endowment for your own income at the later stage in life that you can live on, be comfortable with, know you're never going to lose it, know that you're always going to have it available, that's a really important step in the planning for the future. And that is a key to people having more less stress and having a more comfortable life. And that's all this is about. We want to make it easier for people to be able to reach their success level and to be aware that they've taken advantage of the best financial solutions possible. You can work with an endowment engineer. Endowment engineers are a very significant profession now. They are folks who can help you they will create a blueprint for you that you can take to your advisors to help you wend your way through Section 664. And we've also created an academy to teach people how to become professional endowment engineers, how to get that new necessary profession in the country, one where you'll be able to help others increase their own personal well-being as well as help the community. The Endowment Engineer, the Academy, is called Discovery 664 Academy, and it is available at the EndowAmerica.com website, EndowAmerica.com. Make sure you visit that website and look at all the things that are in the Endow America network. This is part of our service to the community, part of the way we see the world becoming a better place to live for everybody. One of my elements of my thought processes a long time ago was to end poverty, disease, and protect the earth. That was the thing that I wanted to accomplish, and I think that we can accomplish that if we can endow America. And America is a very kind place, and we can spread that kindness around the world. My guest today is Angela Andreu. Is that my pronouncing your name correctly, Angela?
Angela Andreu.
Angela, yep. Great. Yep. And Angela is a seasoned photographer and a product expert, and who wants to change how the world remembers through innovative photo management. That's I'd like to know more about what your objectives are.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me here. And I'm with MyLeo Photos, which is an application that helps organize your lifetime of memories. What it does is it allows you to get all of your stuff from all of the different places we put our photos, whether that's from your iPhone. We have all these different cloud services that we use. Perhaps you have many different hard drives laying around in your home or your office. And then we have all of these older pictures that maybe we've scanned or we need to digitize. It's the process of getting them all into one central library that you can then access from all of your devices. And the thing that makes MyLeo Photos different is that it is cloud independent. So you can use the cloud if you like. But what it does is it facilitates your devices talking directly to each other. So you have the option to keep everything private to you if you want. If you choose to use the cloud, everything is encrypted and secure. So you have the best of both worlds. So you have the backup, you have things accessible, but it's also kept private if that's where you want to be. So that's what I love about MyLeo Photos, is that it gets everything into one place. And then from there, I can choose how I want to share that with my family and with my loved ones.
So it takes your entire life history of photos and brings them into one place so you can I guess live your life through your photo memories. That's very interesting. I have,
Yes.
I know in my own case, I have a lot of photos on my phone. I have photos, actual photos. I have videotapes. I also have hard drives that have, a lot of vacation films and so on. So you end up getting immersed in your own existence. And tell me why people want to do something like that. What is the thing that you think is important in the soul of the human that makes them want that?
Well, I mean, we all have these memories, and our pictures are literal snapshots of those memories, but it's only as good as being able to find those memories when you want to go back and look and reflect on that. Or perhaps you run into a friend or a loved one and you want to say, hey, remember when? If you can find that, that's really powerful. But if it's scattered in a lot of different places, locating that particular memory when you want to retrieve it, it can be kind of hard. So what we aim to do is make that very, very easy to retrieve those memories, also get them organized to where when, at the end of your life, you're passing these memories on to the next generation, that things are organized, that things are not everywhere. Your next of kin aren't having to sort through, all these different hard drives and all those memories that could be potentially lost. It gives you an opportunity to get things organized, and so you can enjoy them. And then hopefully they're preserved for future generations.
You catalog them as you provide them. I would assume you identify what they are because I don't think AI is not quite up to the point of being able to recognize everything in somebody else's life.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Our software has some AI tools, like it has AI object recognition. So if you go in and search for, ocean or mountain or cat or dog or something like that, it absolutely finds those things. It also has amazing facial recognition to where it will recognize individual faces and images, but you go in there and name them. Once you have a name attached, it'll start to group those together so you can more easily go through and name everybody in your library. And then all of that is saved in an industry standard format that is easy to access from any application, not just ours.
That's very interesting. And I think that a lot of people will utilize that. It's very, how long has this been around?
So the company's been around over 10 years. We've been heavily marketing it for the last about 3. We've got some really super smart people on our team that have built this, and it's just gotten to the point where we can actively get it out there in front of a lot more people now. And it's really cool to see what people are doing with it. I mean, initially we were targeting kind of photographers, but we see that the family historians, things like that, they love this software. And so we're really putting a lot of development into making it a great tool for the every person.
That's great. And I think it's a part of human kindness as well. So people can be kind to others and share images that they have, the memories that they have of somebody else. It's very, very fascinating.
Yes.
My guest is Angela Andreu, and she represents a company called Milio Photos. Milio Photos. Thank you for joining us today on Route 664, the Road to Human Kindness. Appreciate you being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Our protagonist, Jack, was a 65-year-old retiree who'd always been known for his offbeat sense of humor and love for numbers. He'd been searching for a way to support his community while securing his retirement income. One day, while browsing through the depths of the internet, Jack stumbled upon an article about Tax Code 664 and its potential benefits for charitable planning.
Hello, welcome to today's edition of Route 664, the Road to Human Kindness.
Curious and excited, Jack decided to delve further into this mysterious code. He spent hours poring over tax law books and articles until he became a self-proclaimed expert on the subject. He'd tell his friends, "Who needs Sudoku when you've got tax codes to crack?" Armed with his newfound knowledge, Jack approached his financial advisor, Martha, and shared his idea of utilizing Tax Code 664 to set up a charitable trust. He was convinced that this strategy would benefit not only his retirement, but also his beloved community, particularly the revitalization of the local park. With a twinkle in her eye, Martha acknowledged Jack's enthusiasm and praised his resourcefulness. Together, they devised a plan to establish a charitable trust that provided Jack with a stable retirement income and directed the remaining funds towards renovating the park. Word of Jack's innovative approach spread like wildfire, inspiring others in the community to explore the potential of Tax Code 664. Soon, more and more people began implementing charitable planning strategies to support various community projects, ranging from building a new animal shelter to establishing a local art center. As Jack took his daily strolls through the newly renovated park, he couldn't help but smile. His Tax Code 664 adventure had not only secured his retirement, but also transformed the community in more ways than he could have ever imagined. With a wink and a grin, Jack would often say, "Looks like the joke's on boring retirement plans." Who knew tax codes could be so much fun? Who? Remember, your financial journey can be both impactful and entertaining when you explore the potential of charitable planning with Tax Code 664. Visit endowamerica.com. With the right knowledge and guidance, anyone can turn their dreams into a reality. Leave a lasting legacy that benefits generations to come. endowamerica.com. Plan, prosper, pass on. The power of 664.
Hello and welcome to the world's greatest experiment. If you're watching this video, you are an individual with a very unique and special opportunity in front of you to become one of the first people in history to receive a constant stream of love meditated on you every minute of every day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year and beyond. As humanity, we are really only just starting to comprehend the vast power that love has to influence all aspects of our lives. Science has proven without a doubt some of the miraculous things that love can do, from healing bodies and minds to making all living beings grow faster and healthier. Love can literally make you live longer, and it can even change the entire structure of food and water. But we are convinced this is only the beginning, and we want to find out what love is really capable of. For that, we need you to be the lucky recipients of all this goodness. What makes this movement so incredibly unique is that for the first time we are going to be giving individuals the opportunity to experience these incredible things for themselves and their loved ones, so we can see what really is possible. And at the same time as this is happening, you are literally saving lives, uplifting communities out of poverty and hardship and into abundance by ensuring they get the love they so desperately need. Our model is really simple. The love-generating engine that drives our experiments is our love farms, some of the world's most underserved communities, and our love farmers, the individuals and families who live in these communities. Our love farmers currently have little to no opportunity for work and are living below the poverty line, where it is simply not possible for them to provide for their families and loved ones. We go into these love farms and teach our love farmers how to meditate and send love through our technology platform that tracks and measures every single meditation. All meditations are short, 2 minutes and 22-second long, focused love energy transmissions from the love farms out to the members of our experiments all over the world. Every completed love meditation earns the love farmers a love credit, which is immediately able to be transacted through our platform at any of the local vendors who serve the community to be used for anything they need, from food and medical to housing and education. At the same time, we also give matching love credits to the love farms so we can implement social projects and upgrade the communities to ensure all people living in our love farms are properly loved and cared for with everything they need to take care of each other. So how cool is that? By joining our experiment, you not only get to help those who most need it, but you get to experience love streamed in real time 24 hours a day yourself. And what's your contribution for you or your family to join our experiment? For just $100 per month, you can secure your spot. It's a fully tax-deductible expense paid to a US 501c3 nonprofit. And how much love does that get you? Well, get ready for this because it's a lot. Collectively, every month is a starting point that people in our experiment will receive more than 1 million individual meditations. That's about 37,000 hours of love sent to our experiment group. That's you. Every single month, over 1,200 hours per day, or about 50 hours of love every single hour of the day. Meaning that by the end of the year, you will have received a total of close to 500,000 hours of love meditated on you and your loved ones. How amazing is that? Can you imagine the miracle you and your loved ones will experience? We can't wait to hear the results you witness in your life. Our first 2 love farms are based in the Philippines in really remote areas with around 400 families living in them collectively. We have just 2,000 spaces for participants worldwide in our first experiment to maintain our first love farm. And we want those spaces filled up ASAP so we can get these communities transformed as quickly as possible and show the world how love really can be the currency of the future and a vehicle for rapid change in our planet. We want to inspire many others to join the experiment so that we can open up love farms in every corner of the world. We're really excited to have you join us on this monumental experiment that will go down in history. The first 2,000 individuals will forever be the foundational members of this movement, and future generations will thank you. This is your official invitation to sign yourself up and those you love the most for the world's greatest experiment. You can follow along on social media and see the incredible transformations in our love farms with the love farmers and witness the amazing results those in our experiments, again, that's you, are receiving. I am so excited and honored to have you on this journey with me, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support and love for this project. Click the link below to get yourself signed up now and join 2,000 other heart-led people from all over the globe as we make history together with love. I will see you in the experiment.
And all that through the power of love, the power of the heart. Aidan, it's nice to see you again.
Thank you. You too.
All right. I'm going to let you take over, but I did want to get started, because I want to remind people that we used to have this theory that we were working with. 664 equals E squared, which began the tale of about a letter that Einstein apparently, supposedly, wrote his daughter. Turned out it's folklore, but it's, as good folklore, it's a really good-hearted story about the most powerful force in the world. And that's the thing that's going to help us all. And that force is love. And I'll let you talk about it. Talk about love.
I've also saw that. I also saw that sort of that letter supposedly from Einstein and found out it was folklore. But I think there's a lot of truth to it, and I think that the latest science that's coming out now is really showing that love really is the most powerful force. It's something that we're only just starting to understand, and we are hoping to really pioneer and pave a new path and be the ones that figure out how to collectively channel love and direct it where it's needed the most in the world, to see what magic we can create by doing that. So
love farms. Tell us all about it.
So the basic idea is that, with all the science coming out, and as I started to find out more and more about the amazing things that love is actually doing in a scientific way now, like changing the structure of our water, it can make our food, like plants and trees, grow faster and healthier. A lot of work that like Dr. Joe Dispenza is doing now is proving and showing it can heal bodies of all sorts of diseases. It just struck me that, why do we not have love in our food, like in everything? Like, why can we not at the moment go and buy our fruit and vegetables, our meat, our water with love programmed into it? If we've got a loved one that's struggling, who's sick, who's going through a rough time, why can we not tap into all this love that is out there and direct it to people that we care about, beyond obviously what we have the capacity to do ourselves? And it got me thinking, and I started to think, well, I think that's the future of business, actually, and probably healthcare and stuff too. It can play a massive part. So I wanted to basically build a framework that could connect businesses, people, products, all out there who want to infuse love into what it is they do, with an abundance of love. And the thing that came to me, I was wondering where we were going to get the love from at such scale, and I heard a statistic that currently there are more people in the world that have access to smartphones and Wi-Fi than have access to clean water and basic nutrition and medication and shelter. And it was just mind-blowing to me. But I had this aha moment where I was like, well, that's where we can get the love from. There's this massive untapped workforce of people out there who are crying out for a way to get out of poverty and to provide for the people that they love the most. So what if we were to teach them to meditate and send love using the latest scientific research and stuff that's proven to work, and we direct that through our technology platform to people and businesses around the world who want to be the first to stream love nonstop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
So the Beatles were wrong. You can buy love.
That's one of the things that I secretly want to be able to show people. I really tried to tune into that, and the message that I really felt like I got was the only reason you can't buy love is because it's only if you're looking at it in a certain way. I mean, love to somebody who is starving in the third world, who has 10 kids to feed, is putting some money in their pocket so they can go and put food on the table, or pay for their kids to go to school and try and have a better life than they did. Love to somebody who's got an abundance of money and no time could be time. It really just depends on the situation. And what we've tried to do here is correct imbalances. These people who are suffering and have got no way to provide for their family, they have lots of love. If we can facilitate a transaction between them and people that maybe have money but not enough love, we can correct the imbalance, and both sides get the love that they need.
And the fact that some of these countries are like one of the happiest places in the world, if we can tap into that, it's like they're trafficking in love over there. We need to get some of that love. How do we get into that? How do we get into that love?
Well, this is the thing, like a lot of these, I've spent a lot of time in the third world, and one thing that I think they get really right is they have to rely on their communities, and everybody knows everybody in these communities because they literally rely on each other for everything to survive. And it makes a really special energy in these places. And you're right, they have a lot of love. They're very close-knit in most cases. So how do we tap into it? Well, the world's greatest experiment is our nonprofit. And the model is really quite simple. We take people that want to help people in need. They can pay a contribution to our nonprofit. And that contribution is then paid out to we call them love farmers in our love farms, which are the impoverished communities. And every time a love farmer completes a love meditation, which we can measure through our technology platform, they get a digital credit on the app, which is immediately good for anything that they need in the community. They can go, if a family is starving, they have no food, they can sit down together, send love to somebody that needs it. And within minutes, they can head down to the market and exchange their love credits for goods at the local vendors. So it basically means that any family who chooses love can survive and doesn't need to suffer anymore, and can be taken from poverty to abundance, which is a pretty cool concept, I think. So
how long before you see results of what you've been doing? Do you have any, or have you, or how's that going?
Well, we have our first 2 love farms are set up in the Philippines. And we are launching with them next month. At the current stage, what we're doing is we have to get enough people globally to sign up for our experiments, because we need to be able to go to the community and know that we have enough energy financially to take them out of poverty and to keep them going for a minimum of a year. So the idea is that people who want to stream love constantly in their life, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, can donate.
Love traffickers.
Yeah, they can donate $100 a month to be in the experiment. There's 2,000 spaces globally for people in this first lot of love farms, and for that group gets collectively meditated on. So those 2,000 people, once we're fully subscribed from our first two love farms, we'll receive over 1 million meditations a month. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's pretty good value, right?
I know. I get all tingly, just feel like I'm getting leftovers.
Yeah. And what's really exciting though is, like, obviously, you're doing something great. You're giving these people hope with your donation. So that's great. But what's really nice with it that's different to any other nonprofit is that you're actually getting something back, which is something that we don't know what it will do, but we do know that love does amazing things. And in that kind of volume, streaming to you all day and night, in a way that you can see it too on our technology platform. So everyone in the experiment can actually see all the love flowing into them. They can read about where it came from, read about the communities, keep up to date with the social media. So you're really like very connected to these love farms as a member.
When you're measuring it, is this like some of Dispenza's tools and gadgets or whatnot? I mean,
that's where we want to get to. So initially, to deploy it quickly, we're teaching a lot of his methodology to the love farmers because he's probably got the most science behind what works.
Yeah.
But the first two things that we can measure is presence. So we have the app set up in a way where both thumbs are on the screen for the love farmers. So it's essentially a way of policing that they're not trying to cheat the system. They're actually there and they're present. But there's also a lot of social pressure in these communities in the best way for them to really do it right, because we've gone to them and said, hey guys, you are the first love farms in the world. You are now able to earn 10x what you were earning before. We're going to upgrade your community. You have the potential, if you work hard at this and you really put your heart into it, to get incredible results around the world. And those results are what are going to ensure that this becomes a sustainable way of making a living for your community in the future. You guys, so really they understand as a community that they understand the big picture, and they understand that if they do this right and they really put their hearts into it, all the science suggests that it's going to create miracles, in which case they're going to go down in history. They've gone from one of the most impoverished communities in the world.
They're getting so much back as well. I mean, just like the whole process of give and receive kind of thing, I would think that these people are going to be like, can we start love farms here? And I think we should keep them far away. America doesn't need love farms. I think we need more that we need some of
the love, right? Yeah. So at the moment, the way that we've got it structured is love farmers can make, if they work a full day, they might be able to make $10, which is a huge amount of money for them. I mean, currently the average income in our community we're working with, if they even have work, is about $1.50 a day. So they're earning exponentially more, but they're doing something which is great for them. The meditating all day and getting paid to do it. It'll be challenging in the beginning for some of them, I'm sure, but the social experiment and the possibilities of what we might witness with entire communities taken from extreme poverty to all of a sudden sending love all day and meditating and having more than enough to take care of their family and communities. I mean, that's super exciting. As far as I'm aware, nothing like that's ever been done before. So yeah, it's an exciting thing to be a part of.
And the whole measure of wealth thing is kind of different from, obviously all of us. So extreme poverty, I'm just like, what's extreme poverty to them is clearly not the same to us. I guess,
Yeah, it's all relative.
Yeah, anything for them, I think. But they're getting all to do all the love and feel all that juice, that mojo. Yeah. That's gonna be magic, man.
Well, that's the thing that
I kind of envy their jobs.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's if all the research that I can find tends to lead to the point that if you're sending love all day to someone, you're actually getting the love as well. It creates this sort of current of love, and if you plug into it, doesn't matter where you plug into it, you're getting the full benefit of that magnitude of love that's flowing. So, yeah, exciting.
Well, it is very exciting. The world's greatest experiment. Excellent. Well, I'm glad I caught up with you, and I'm good. We're going to put the website and all that stuff down below, and people can read and hopefully donate. And you're working with businesses as well, right?
Yeah. So it works the same as individuals, except for businesses, we just have 222 spots, and they make a monthly contribution. We build in a page into the app so they get their own part of the app, and essentially it allows them to share with their customers and social media clients, et cetera, and employees. They can share all the love that's flowed to that product or services in a way that your customers can actually, you can educate your customers and they can actually check. And let's say, for example, it's a water product. They could scan a code and see all the thousands of hours of love that's in the water and all the love that's flowing to it in real time. So it creates like a really cool new way of marketing for companies while doing good in the world as well. Yeah. So yeah, I'd love to talk to any businesses that are potentially interested in being the first in the world in history to stream love live to their product.
Streaming love all day long. That'd be awesome. I hope we can get in on that. Yeah. All righty. Well, Aidan, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, great. And
it'll be a little different.
You can sign up for the experiment at theworldsgreatestexperiment.com. So
excellent. We've got all that. It'll be underneath, and we'll play it a bunch of times on our radio station too. Do you have a favorite song?
Oh man,
a happy song, of course. I can't imagine you not having a happy song.
Yeah, I mean, I love so much music. I mean, I love Tom Petty. I love the old school stuff, you know?
Oh, yeah. We love some Tom Petty. All right. Well, I just wanted to play a song particularly for the world's greatest experiment when we play the show. Sometimes I like to throw a song in there.
Oh, I'll give you one then. How about Give a Little Bit by Supertramp? I always like that one with this because it's like, just give a little bit of love, right? And that's exactly what we're doing. So that's the song.
Perfect. And that's how we'll wrap it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Take care. Talk to you soon. Okay.